Men love a chase, and you didn't give them one. So don't expect them to come back. When you decide from date number one that you're going to benefit from a situation or from a friendship or from whatever ship that's going to cast, life gets better for you. Things get better for you. Manifestations come. When you make sure you are benefiting from a situation, day one, date number one, whether it's meeting with a friend, whether it's having a new friend, whether it's dating a new person, bringing a new person in your life, you are less attached to the outcome. By making sure you benefit from day one, you are protecting your space, you're protecting your heart, protecting your integrity. You made sure that no matter the outcome of the situation, I've already benefit from this. I've already got what I wanted. I've already made my request or whatever it is that I desire, and this cannot go any further until that happens. Now, I'm going to say that this does work with friendships, but it's kind of like, it's very equal. It's usually equal when it comes to friends. So you can try this on a friend. I don't know, but I know for men, this works. When you make sure that you have something in your mind, you have a goal. Okay, let's say you're going on a date. Make yourself create some type of goal for this person, this goal for this situation. If all fails, then at least I got yada, yada, yada. At least I got this. At least I got that. Make something that you want in your head. Just have it in your head when you go on this date. And when you make sure that you're going to benefit, you are less likely to leave with him. You are less likely to sleep with him. You are less likely to give him your all. You're less likely to give him a interview when actually he's on the interview. He is coming to apply to your job. You are the company. You are the company. You're the queen. You're the GOAT. He's coming to chase after you, and that's why he invited you on a date. If he's not paying, you shouldn't be with him anyway. He is already the wrong target, girl. Wrong catch. Throw that fish back to the sea, honey. This one guy I went on a date with, it took him 7 dates to get me to his place. Now, that doesn't mean anything sexual happened, but 7 dates, that is dedication. That is effort. That is worthy. That is someone who is consistent. That is someone who is seeing your value. They are actually there to work for you. Okay? We as women, we have to be less easy. Okay? Basically, less freaking easy. Okay, girl? Stop giving up the goods so fast. Stop giving up the goods so easy. Make that man work for you. Okay? But if you make sure that you are benefiting from day one, I promise you, you are able to let go of the outcome with this person. You're able to be like, okay, if this doesn't work, I already got what I wanted, so it really doesn't matter if this works out or not. Men are a question mark all the time. They're a freaking question mark. And that's why you need to be a question mark. Let him keep wondering on each date. He's learning something new about you. You're not going to list off everything that you know. Everything that you are. Or what do you like in a man? When a man asks you that, you don't list off everything. You tell him, I'll see it. I'll know it when I see it. I'll know it when I see it. And of course, you say it more sexy than I'm saying it right now. I'm talking to you guys, and I'm kind of like being straightforward because we need this girl talk, okay? But when it's not the girl talk, you're nice and soft and sweet, and that's your only job, is to be cute, sexy, soft, and sweet, and allow him to be a man and to show you what he's worth, okay? When you're on a date, we think that it's about impressing the man. No, he is here to impress you. You sit there and look pretty with your bows in your hair, okay? With your pearl earrings, and sit with your necklace, and you're smelling good, and you're looking good, and your skin is glistening to the gods. And that's why he's there. You're there. He's there to see you as the visual, okay? He's seeing you as the visual. That's your only job, is to be a sexy visual creature at this moment, not to interview this man, okay? I used to be a shy girl and didn't know my value back in the day. So I had to learn to become a new person to learn my value. You have to go through a different scenarios with people to understand your worth. The better understanding you have about your value, the more you benefit from every situation. Even if it's a situationship, you make sure you're going to benefit. Even if it's a relationship, you're going to benefit. Even it doesn't matter. Even on date number 2, he's going to give you something that you can have in your pocket, whether it's cash, whether it's I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. You can name whatever it is that you want from this thing. And men are going to say it's manipulation or it's you using them. No, this is how I get to see what your efforts are showing me that you like me. 7 dates is effort. 7 dates, consistent dates are effort. That's effort. And it took that long to even get me out of, from being in a public place. That's dedication. When a man shows you that he's willing to take you on multiple dates and not take you back to his house because, yes, they're trying. A date is to see how fast can I get this woman in my bed. It's not to marry you. It's not to make you his wife. It's not to replace his ex-wife. It's not to replace his girlfriend that he's getting over. They are not emotional. Men are not emotional creatures like we would like them to be. Yes, they can be. There are some that are more emotional than the others, but most men are not interested in your emotional connection. Okay, let's just be real. They're not really interested in the emotional part. The sexual part is first. Let's just be real. So if you make sure you are benefiting on day one, okay, or date 2, 3, 4, whatever date that you decide that I'm going to be in another place besides a public place. If I'm going to go back to his home and let him cook for me, or I'm going to go back to his place and watch some movies, like, come on, we know where this goes. We're grown. Let's be real. So if you were to make sure, no, this is what I require before I even consider going back to your house, before I even consider you taking me anywhere other than a public place. These are the things that these are the things that I require. These are the things that I like. Is this something that you can do? Some of them will leave. Good. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Thank you so much for moving out of the way because someone else is so excited to be in your position. You're getting in the way of my flow. So when those people come and leave out of your space after you've requested what you desire and they can't give it to you and they can't give you any of that, what you wanted, and you're not going to fold your desires because they can't give it to you, no matter how sexy they are, no matter how hot they are, no matter what it is, this person cannot give you what you have requested. So he has to get out of the way. Get him out of the way. Don't hold him. He didn't give you anything. So there's no point in you pretending like this was going to be the love of your life because you guys went on 3 dates and he's getting agitated that you won't go back to his place with him. He's going to try to get you, oh, I left something at my house. Let's go stop at my place. No, I don't want to stop at your place. I'm not going to your place. So stop thinking that they're on a date to marry you. They're not. They are not there to make this a long-term commitment on date number 1 and 2 and 3. Maybe on the second one, they're finding you interesting. Maybe on the third one, they're finding you a bit more interesting and they'd like to get to know you further, but they are not thinking about long-term commitment when a man is on a date with you. So when you make sure you are able to benefit, life gets better. You have less attachment to the outcome of this situation. You have less attachment to the outcome of how this situation will end when you make sure you benefit in the beginning, in date number 1. Okay, you list off and you tell him, these are the things I require in a man. Are you capable of these things? Are you interested in this in pursuing something with me? Are you interested in even giving me this kind of attention? Are you interested in these things that I'm telling you? Because when they're not, they will not call you back. And that is a great thing. Let them move out of the way. On to the next. There's too many fish in this sea for you to be worried about the outcome of somebody that cannot reach your standards. And a lot of men are testing these women. Well, they always did. And I didn't see it as a test when I was, in my lower self. a few years ago, I never saw it as that. But men test your boundaries. They test you to see how you will allow them to talk to you. They test your boundaries to see how much you know your worth. They test your boundaries to see what kind of restaurant you will allow them to take you to. They will test your boundaries to see get jealous and when they bring up their exes. Like, nobody cares. Look, this is what I need. Can you deliver or no? And I swear you will care less about what that man is talking about, his ex-wife or his ex-girlfriend or his attachment to somebody, or if he whatever he's trying to trigger you with. I swear it's a test. It's all this sick mind game test that men like to play, and you have to play the game back by benefiting from day number one. That's how we win. As a female, as a woman, you are here to benefit. Okay? Because the man, when he gets access to your body, he's winning. He's won. He has you. You're going to get attached. As a woman, we have emotions. Men know this. So the quicker I can get her get her attached to me, which is through sexual activities usually, I can win this girl over and make her obsessed with me, and then on to the next to get the next girl obsessed with me too. When he has to work for you, there's less games being played. No, the games are not over. No, the games don't stop. They do not stop. They're not going to stop playing the game. They're just going to lighten it up a little bit, and you're going to be able to benefit from the beginning. You're going to be able to get your furniture that you needed for your house. You're going to be able to get your rent paid. You're going to be able to get your tires that you've been needing for the last couple months, your new tires for the season. You're going to be able to get your dog's surgery. You're going to be able to pay your mama's rent. You're going to be able to have another $1,000 in your savings. Because why? Because you made sure that you valued yourself enough to benefit from the situation before he even got the chance to play you. So let's just say this thing works out. Good. You've put him on a pattern of, these are the things I require, and if this turns into a long-term situation, you're benefiting from the go. You're benefiting the whole time. You're benefiting from the months that this is working for you. Now you're just making life easier for you while you take nonsense from this man. We all know in a relationship, men and women, we both come with a little bit of baggage. Women are more emotionally composed. We have more control over our energy. You literally are a happier person because you had boundaries from the first date. And now you benefit the whole relationship. Let's say you went on for 5 months and then he ended up cheating on you in the 5th month. Oh, well, I'm sure you benefited and got a lot of things, because if you told him what you desired from the beginning and he continued to give you those things, you should have more than enough that's stacked up, that's sitting in the background, that making you happy. Okay. You got a new wardrobe out of this. You got your rent paid for a few months or whatever it was. You benefit. Okay? It's not gold digging. Don't let nobody tell you that. You're valuable. You as a woman, you are a valuable asset to a man's life when you join his party. When you join his life, you are a valuable asset. You have become an asset to this man. You are knowing that you are good within you emotionally, physically, spiritually, and everything else. When you present yourself as your best self to a man, he knows your value. He knows you come with some kind of catch. He knows, and when you don't go with it, he's like, oh, she has low self-esteem. He knows you have low self-esteem because he can look at you and see that you're worthy. And you're not even requesting anything, and he gets to have all the goods. You go to his house, cook for him, feed his kids, feed him, accept his kids, accept his drama, play with him, be with him, sexually interact with him, give him your all, cater to him, and he doesn't even have to require gas money even. He doesn't even have to give you even gas money. Like, he doesn't even have to help you with your light bill and you're having trouble with it. He doesn't have to help you with your groceries. Doesn't mean you have to be in trouble financially to request things from a man. You can have a fat savings and still require something from a man because he needs to know that you need to be given something throughout this entire relationship. So a lot of men are not going to work with you. A lot of men are not going to like that. But that's not your business. For you to feel valuable and be valuable is for you to always benefit. You have to benefit in order for you to come off as valuable. You just do. As in that, when you present your values and your requirements to this other spouse or this other person or to this man, they are going to list off their things. And I bet you sex is at the top of his list. Sex is at the top of that man's list. So as long as sex is at the top of any man's list, which is any man in this world, you always need to benefit. Do not let that man take you back to his house without benefiting. Do not let that man take you back anywhere. Okay? You are not allowed to his house in Africa. Okay? To marry women out there, you have to present your cows. What are you worth? Can you take care of her? Can you take care of my daughter? Can you take care of me? You know what I mean? Even if you're as an adult, can you take care of me? In Africa, this is how they work. Okay? Do you know why? Because this is how it goes. And back in the day, this is how it was too. But then these men became too feminine and now they're all in touch with their feminine side way too much and they want the woman to pay the bills. No, baby, I'm not going 50-50 with you. My money is my money. You be a man and provide what you need to provide for everything. This is just how it goes. And so when you put them on that type of scale from date number 1 and 2 and 3, it is going to guarantee continue. Your life gets better. You're already benefiting. Things are working out for you. Life is going great. If he leaves, oh well, you already got what you need and life's already good. So it doesn't matter. Okay. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching this episode of Ethereal Hour podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in to this channel and our podcast. Welcome if you are new. If you are not new, welcome back, honey. So glad to have you guys back. Enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next video. Always benefit because you're worthy, because you're the shit, because you're the shit, and because you're the shit again, okay? I love you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.